Alright, now we can continue on.
All right.
Alright, to the
Let's
next
head to the
area.
castle.
Which I
Climb on
think
my back.
Crystal's actually excited to hear someone in this chapter. Not gonna name names.
Let's see.
I do like the artwork
We
of this
live on the
mirror right here.
continent of
Yeah, I
Ilios.
love the art
4
here.
realms
When this
surrounding
first
the Holy
got
Land at its
shown
center.
in the direct, I was like, wait a minute.
Firene, kingdom of abundance. Brodia, kingdom of might.
Like I was
Elysia,
freaking out when I saw
kingdom
Makai
of
and
knowledge.
Sigurd on this.
Solm, queendom of freedom. The land of Lethos, home of divine dragons. And Gradlon, domain of the fell dragon, fallen to ruin. 1,000 years ago, our lands endured a vicious war with the fell dragon. We called upon heroes from other worlds to aid us, heroes known as Emblems. With them, the warriors of our nations fought as one. In the end, we were victorious in defeating and imprisoning the fell dragon. In the years since, our world has been safe. But now, I sense a resurrection. The binding weakens. If his shadow stretches
I always felt
across
that it was
the
weird
land
that
again,
Lumera's talking like a
then we
dragon
must
in
fight
this
him
scene.
anew, as
Yeah.
we did in ages past. Fell dragon, Sombron, must be stopped.
Fire Emblem Engage. Trademarked it.
All right. TM, yeah.
I actually do like it when games do like this. When they like show like
Mhm.
the title of the game like through the first like, you know, during like the
Mhm.
early part of the game. Chapter 2, Queen Lumera.
Here we are. We are safe within these walls.
So this is Lethos Castle. It's beautiful.
I'm glad you think so. Though you may not remember this place, I've long waited to welcome you back here. Welcome home.
I'm home?
Yes, you are. I feel overwhelmed with joy.
I don't.
I may cry.
Queen Lumera.
Vander, Clan, Frem, thank you for all you've done. You are worthy stewards indeed. You and your predecessors, watching over my child all these years. I am ever so grateful.
You are too kind.
Yeah, it's awful nice of you to say that. I'm starting to feel woozy.
Oh yeah, go us!
Go us.
Go us.
Lumera herself!
The happiness of this moment aside, I am troubled to see the corrupted here in Lethos.
The corrupted?
Those enemies you were fighting out on the grasslands.
Oh, I didn't like those things one bit. Just the sight of them made my blood run cold.
Understandably so. The corrupted are corpses revived by an evil power. The Fell Dragon used them as his soldiers in the war. Before the start of that bitter conflict, Ilios had known peace for eons. But then, a dark presence emerged. Sombron. Despite tireless searching, we could not determine where he'd come from. But seeing the destruction he wrought, there was no doubt of his evil intentions. Now the corrupted are spreading once more. This may be a sign of his return.
No.
I wonder if it is mere coincidence that you awakened as all this unfolds. If the Fell Dragon has been released, then we must prepare for battle.
I can't imagine fighting someone like that.
Worry not. I doubt he will attack anytime soon.
Hey, it's the final
This
boss.
castle is filled with the spirits of divine dragons. The corrupted cannot enter it easily. Let us devise
Oh,
a
that's
plan
funny.
now,
Yeah.
while we have the
Funny
opportunity.
how she says that.
Emblem Marth.
It's been quite some time, Lumera.
That it has. Thank you for lending your aid against the corrupted.
You're welcome. But of course, I could help only because your child remembered me. You know, it is possible the others are awake now, just as I am.
Perhaps you are right.
They never explain what these
Sorry,
emblems are
but-
supposed to be.
What do you mean? Who's awake?
There is something I should show you. Follow me.
The title screen area. Thank you for showing me this. I love this. Let me see.
What
I
is
love
this
how you can
place?
see like Byleth to the left. I think that's Marth, and then Celica, and then Sigurd.
I know. I think it's so cool.
And it's Sigurd's
This
like box
is the
art
ring
like
vault.
design. Like it's
It is
official
where
art.
the emblem rings are enshrined. Those of the Holy Knight, of
And
the
even like
Sage
during this
Lord,
like cutscene,
and
you
of
can
the
still
Azure
like see
Twins
them.
rest here, as well as the ring of the Princess Exalt, and finally, the ring of the Instructor.
The best two rings right there.
Each dwells within an emblem ring, as Marth resides in the ring of the Hero King.
So, counting Marth, there are 6 emblem rings.
In fact, there are 12. 6 here, and 6 entrusted to the other countries.
And 6 in the other, like, you know, off like to some continent that isn't considered Elios.
As a precautionary measure.
What do you mean?
The emblems grant world-altering power to whoever has all 12 rings. For generations, the Divine Dragons used this power to ensure peace and prosperity in Elios. Indeed, that was how we locked away the Fell Dragon. But many have sought to steal the rings and use them for their own nefarious purposes.
Which is why they're scattered all over the continent, not just stored here.
Precisely. The rings offer their power but once every 1,000 years, at which time the Divine Dragon travels across Elios to collect them from each nation's ruler. With 1,000 years having passed since last time, I was planning to carry out this ritual soon. But if the Fell Dragon is after the rings, the emblems may be summoned before I arrive.
Summoned?
It is how one calls for an emblem from a ring, just as you did earlier with Marth. Only those with royal dragon blood are capable of summoning. That includes you, my child.
Oh, you must be talking about the phrase that popped into my head.
An invocation, you mean? What was it?
Shine on, emblem of beginnings. I wasn't even thinking about it. The words just fell from my mouth.
Wow, how
That was how
convenient.
you summoned Marth. Focus your intention when you spoke those words.
I wanted to help Clan and Fram. I didn't want to lose them. I wanted to protect them.
Your focus was on helping others. Remember that intention whenever you summon emblems. Not to keep the power for yourself. Understand? To borrow so you may protect others.
I understand.
Now, why don't we try a practice battle? You must be a little rusty after all these years.
Alright.
How about we train here? You will be the one fighting. The emblem lends you their strength. You need to train your body and mind to unleash an emblem's full power. Vander, Clan, Frem, you will be aiding my child in this battle. Against me.
Queen Lumera, even in a practice battle, I could not turn my weapon on you.
Oh, Vander, please do put your heart into it. I know I will.
Oh god, this is gonna be so stupid what happens next.
I thought it was actually smart that they like only
The
kept
corrupted.
6 in Lethos.
Yeah, no, I think
Like I was like, oh, they actually thought that through.
yeah,
Okay,
no, because it would be stupid if they like had all like the emblem rings here.
exactly.
Though I wish they were kind of like hidden, because like I would like to like there to be like a type of like quest system where you like
Oh,
might
yeah.
have the rings.
That would be cool.
No, dear. Not at all. How could you think so? I made these opponents from plants and rocks.
Like what?
Yeah, plants and rocks. Okay, girl.
You made people from plants and rock, like from grass and like what? I never understood that. I was like, okay,
Yeah,
how come
plants and rocks.
And what I don't
And,
understand is, if she could do this, why didn't she do this when they attacked the castle? Like, why are there
Yeah.
not like numerous guards around this castle then?
Yeah, I see plenty of trees and stuff. You can use all those to make more of them.
Yeah, this is so. I got
Nevertheless,
so
their
baffled
abilities
by this
are
when I
the
first
same.
heard this.
Drop your guard and you could be hurt.
They're really unsettling. Can we train with something else? They give me the chills.
Listen, you must push through your fear and face whatever opponent stands against you. Never run away. You are my child, the protector of all. The Divine Dragon.
I understand.
Don't worry, Divine One. We'll back you up every step of the way.
Yeah. What Fram said.
As loath as I am to battle against Queen Lumera, orders are orders. I pledge to bring us victory.
Thank you, everyone.
Now, let's begin.
All right. It would be so funny if you actually killed your mom through this battle.
Yeah,
I saw so
like
many
you
people
can
joking
actually
about that.
die in this chapter. It's like, damn, my mom just killed me.
Be cautious, Divine One. Some of these enemies are carrying long-range weapons. Therefore, they can rain arrows upon us from afar.
All right, so now let's actually. So in this chapter, you can actually. I think you can break the enemies in this chapter. Let me just check real quick. Oh yeah, I think they're gonna tell us.
See this enemy with the axe. Axe wielders are at a disadvantage against swords. Swords are strong against axes. Axes against lances. And then lances against swords. If you outmatch your foe, you can break their fighting stance for an advantage in combat. Try it. Strike with your sword. After their stance...
So yeah, basically, if you have a weapon triangle advantage against an opponent, you'll be able to break them. And what the break status does is that it not only prevents them from counterattacking you, but it also allows you to they go through one full round of combat without being able to counterattack. And personally, I do like the break system, though I do wish that it kind of gave a weapon triangle advantage bonuses. Because it only, like, that's all the weapon triangle does in this game. But I am glad to see that the weapon triangle is back in Simple. Do you like the break mechanic, Crystal?
I like it, but I don't. You know, like it's. I'm very conflicted on the break mechanic. I think it's really interesting. It's cool to try something, but I think it's a little unbalanced. But I also do just wish that we had the regular weapon triangle too. Like, it would be really cool if we also had hit and avoid bonuses and damage bonuses.
I do
because it's like, I don't understand how do axes lose to swords if you initiate combat with an axe against a sword and you have no penalties or anything like that. That's what I don't really understand.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe they should have minimized the inability to counterattack a little bit. Or something? I'm not sure. Like, I'm still really conflicted on the break mechanic. But I will say now I go back to play other Fire Emblems and I'm like, oh, I'll just break this person. And then I'm like, oh, wait.
Yeah, when you implement a mechanic like this, it's really hard to go back to other games because, like, it's ingrained into your brain.
Yeah.
And yeah, one thing I don't like about this weapon triangle is that all, like, people who use fist arts are able to break daggers, bow users, and tome units. That's something I don't like.
I don't like that either.
Though
I wish they had a weapon triangle in the ranged ones too, like they do in Fates. Because in my brain, I'm always expecting a bow to break a dagger and a dagger to break a tome, but then they don't.
Like, it's so, like, stupid. Like, and plus, like, I understand that fist arts aren't gonna be your go-to weapon. Like I understand that they're not so, like, key adepts are, like, you're not gonna, like, use them to, like, obviously, like, solo, like, maps. But, like, seriously, when you have, like, I guess it's understandable, but I really do wish that the dagger, bow, and tome users had, like, a weapon triangle themselves. And then the fist weapons could break them regardless. So, I am fine with this, but still, I kind of wish it was, like, a little bit better.
Right.
So, we have Lumera as our boss here. For this is a two-parter map. she's your first boss. She won't move at the start, but she will move off her thickets, like after a turn or two. But before we actually begin this map, we have 2 units to talk about. So first up, we have Clan, who was, I think, my MVP in my last run. And Crystal, I know you have opinions about this guy. So I'm going to start off. Let me just pull up my notes. I should have done this while the cutscene was playing. Let me see. Clan. God, this is so much more organized. Let's see. Mage. There we go. So yeah, Clan, he is your first mage you get. And here's the thing about mages is that I expect them to be in this game, I expect them to either be fast, or they're meant, but do little damage, or they're meant to be, like, they hit hard, but they get doubled and they're super frail. Clan, I feel, is, like, the most balanced mage. I've had some pretty good clans in my playthrough. The problem that Clan, and I know a lot of people suffer from, is that he has a 10% base magic growth, and the only reason why it's better is because mages give a 25% bonus. So most people, like, if they, on their first playthrough, which what I did, was that they just rolled with him, and I actually do think Clan is pretty good. Like, these base stats are pretty good, like 9 speed, 11 dex, 8 magic, like, that's really good for a mage. And a level 1 mage at that, like, 11 dex, like double-digit stat as a level 1 unit, that's really good. He has a good speed growth as well, and a pretty good res and defense growth, like 30% defense and 50% res. Like, he is pretty bulky. Like, that's he actually can't take a hit. But I know that Crystal and a lot of people like suffer from that. If you aren't lucky with him, he can get like magic screwed, and that's not good. Most people, like, sometimes, like, if they're like doing another run and they decide to use him, I know they like recustom like a sword type of unit. And yeah, that can be good, but I personally do like him as a sage. I do think he's like one of the better magic users in this game, despite his like lopsided like growth rates. And hell, I always thought that he was so good that he actually turned out to be really good in my first playthrough. I don't think I'm gonna, but unfortunately as I said, I already have my roster set, and Crystal might be delighted to hear this. He does not make the cut for the roster that I have for him.
Oh no.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna give him a 3-star rating because I think that's worthy of him. I don't think he's not gonna break your team for being 4 stars, but he's not unusable to the point where he's 2 stars. Just like a Lear, he's a 3-star unit in my eyes.
All right, my opinions. Yeah, I'm one of those people you were talking about where I'm so sad that they only gave him a 10% magic growth and then put him in a mage class. The thing is I want my mages to have a lot of magic and my physical units to have a lot of strength. It's like I want my magic units to have high magic growths. And I don't know, man, when just like I see him, and then I see like Citrine, who has an insane magic growth, and now Gregory, who has an insane magic growth. It's just like,
wait, Citrine and who else?
And Gregory.
Oh god.
Yeah, Gregory has a crazy magic growth.
Oh yeah, but he's so slow.
But like, yeah, that's the thing, is if you want a mage that doesn't hit as hard but is faster, like, he's your man. Clan. But if you want one that hits hard, like a truck, but is not very fast, then he's not your man. And for some reason in this game, I've not had good luck with speedy mages. Like, they haven't been able to pull it off for me. Usually I love speedy mages, but I don't know, man.
He doesn't have the magic output to like.
Yeah, he doesn't have the damage for me that I'm looking for. But I will say he is very useful as your only magic user for the first few chapters.
Yeah,
I have had him, like, he will frequently double other enemy units, and this is maddening, so that's pretty good. So if, I don't know what I want to rate him. I'm sorry, I gotta give him a 2 too.
Oh god.
I'm sorry. I have never been able to make him good.
No, I understand.
Oh god, wait till I am.
And also, there's one thing you should know is that he is a mystical unit, and also I keep forgetting that whenever I used Hortensia and Ivy, I forgot. I thought that magic in this game for the longest time was what annoyed avoidance, but him being a mystical is really good because there's a lot of terrain in the early chapters that he can actually just ignore because they don't get the bonuses as a mystical. Ivy and
Yeah, I always forget that Ivy doesn't get that.
Yeah, her personal skill makes up for it, but it's still garbage. Speaking of which, Clan's personal skill, I actually think it's pretty I don't think it's that good because swords and magic are some of the most accurate weapon types in this game. So it's like, what's the point?
Yeah, that was something that I kind of factored into my rating.
Same here.
Is all 3 of your retainers, their passives require them to be right next to you, and I just don't really.
I think they're good, like they're very creative, but I do think Fram's is actually the best one because it's a boy. But Clan's like, plus he ignores terrain. Why would I want that on him if he's going to ignore terrain anyway? It's only like it's only going to be useful if he's going up against like a sword master or something. Yeah. Even then, he's still using like a tome, so it's like, what's the point? Anyway, next up we have is Fram, your martial monk, and a key adept. Key adepts are some of your best units in this game, I feel, because they can fight, they can heal, and they can also chain guard, which means they have they will block an attack if a unit's going to get hit by one. When we get the Lucina ring, oh my god. They are just like, we're gonna, like, obviously I'm not gonna talk about it, but we're gonna rant about that. Fram, in my opinion, even though I don't like her personality that much, I do think that I do like her design, and I love that she is a hero that can fight. And also, I do like her personal skill, Crimson Shear. Her growth rates, I do need to pull up though. I know a lot of people hate that she has such low attack, but the thing is though, she's not meant to attack. Like, I don't understand this. Like, people try to use her to attack in this chapter, but she's not meant to do that. She's meant to heal. So I don't know why people like obviously right off is garbage. Growth rates wise, she's actually much more better than her brother, because she actually has the growth rates to actually do damage while also being healing. And she also has a pretty good like speed and res growth, like 55 speed and 50 res. It's really good for her. And her base stats, like obviously they're not as like good as like Clan's, but I think that with her being able to fight and also being able to have a weapon triangle advantage against daggers, bows, and tomes users, which you're going to be seeing, which there's a bow user right here, though I don't know if she can do damage to them, like 6 physical attack.
She can't.
How much damage defense does this bow user have? Yeah, she can't break the bow user, but I usually forge up her a body art. You have to forge up body arts in this game if you want your key adepts to actually do damage. I do that with Cedal, and oh my god, it's so cool having a dancer kill like snipers. It's actually pretty fun. But that's not gonna be until later. Yeah, I do think key adepts are some of your best units, and I do think Fram is actually, I think she's like, no, you do get Pendria, but he's not a key adept. He can't reclass into one, but I honestly have plans for Pendria. And yes, Crystal, he is gonna make the cut for this team.
Amazing.
And Fram does too, so yeah. So we are going to have a key adept for this team that isn't a dancer. And I do like Fram. I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to actually rate her 4 out of 5 stars, because chain guarding and being a healer while also having a pretty good personal skill, the best for the retainers, while also being able to like fight and have a weapon triangle advantage against 3 different weapon types is pretty good. And I do think her growth rates are also serviceable to the point. Like, obviously she's frail, but that's to be expected for your early game.
Yeah, I do agree. I think she is the best of the retainers, and I think she has the best skill, like personal skill. I think that avoid is really useful, especially because if you use chain guard, then she's going to be adjacent to allies. So if she's adjacent to Alir, then not only does she have that chain guard that might proc if it hasn't already, but she'll also give them
avoid to help with
avoid.
like
yeah. And in a game where if Alir dies at the game over, that's pretty useful.
Well, you know, we have like, you know, Divine Pulse or the Draconic. Well, we don't have the Draconic Time Crystal yet, but still.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I think that like the martial monk idea is super cool. Like, you can heal people, but you can also punch the shit out of them, and I'm really on board with that. I'll give her a 3 out of 5.
All right, nice. All right, so now let's.
The Divine One looked right at me. You know, I can do some mean healing.
She's gonna say that also a lot when you
Not
click her for
only
this.
that,
Yeah, a lot.
I can take incoming hits from nearby allies.
Like, Clan's at least a little bit more reserved, but
Yeah.
Anyway,
oh god.
if you don't want to get hurt or you need some patching up, just lean on me.
And plus, she says it so quickly. She goes like, "The divine dragon just looked at me." Like, Jesus Christ.
I know. It's just.
I gotta see. Is she gonna say it? I gotta see. Is she gonna say it again?
For the divine dragon!
Okay, thank God.
No.
As you can see, yeah, she can't do that much now, but that's why I do forge her up a body art when we get
I'll do my
access to
best.
the forger.
I love the theme on this map too.
Well
It sucks
done.
that it only plays for
You see?
this map and the
Swords
next
are
map, and then you
strong
don't hear her
against
like
axes.
until you get to the illusion
Always
art.
keep such weapon
Right.
advantages in
Like the
mind.
second half of the
Enemies
illusion.
can't counterattack while recovering their stance. A good time to finish them off.
And I like the enemy phase music in this chapter too.
Hey, Divine
Mhm.
One. I don't know if you
Yeah,
knew
it's
this
too
or
bad you
not,
only
but
hear it in
I
this
can use
chapter.
magic.
Like,
In this
I'm good
chapter,
for
only
yeah.
in this chapter.
Even against well-protected enemies.
Yep, and we just explained mystical units. Let me see. How does
I think that unit types are a really good addition to this game.
like it's very unique.
Yes,
Mhm.
here.
Is Vander okay? Vander doesn't one-shot this guy, so that means I can give this kill to Clan. I am gonna like. I'm not gonna like just because I don't use units doesn't mean I'm not gonna like give them kills.
Mm-hmm.
This archer, I think. Let me see. 15 minus. Okay, yeah,
That's
he
your
won't
steward.
kill Clan. And yeah, with Clan having 11 decks, like he has some. I've had some him getting like pretty lucky crits actually.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up. I've had Clan get some insane like 4%, 6% crits in these first few chapters. Pretty cool.
Alright, so let's see how this mage goes for. Probably. Oh yeah, he's going for her friend. Ow. And I think Lumera's gonna start moving. I think she starts moving now. Yep, yeah. So after the first turn, she like starts to move. Enemies on Manning also come with the Unbreakable skill, which I hate. I hate so much.
Yeah, if they were gonna do that, they should have at least kept a weapon effectiveness.
Yeah, and like they.
You gotta pick one or the other. You can't take it.
And you're gonna see units later on that have like Harmonites and Cavaliers that have like the Veteran Plus, where not only can they not get broken, but they have basically no effectiveness.
Yep, that drives me insane.
Alright, so alright, nice. Roxy can actually get the skill. I will say this is pretty good. Like we have Perceptive and we're getting both like Clan and Friends like persons. I do think Lumera is gonna go for Vander because she can break him.
I think so. Sounds right.
Yep,
It's time I enter the fray.
here she comes, and oh no, she's going for us.
There is no
Oh.
need to hold back, my child.
Okay.
All right.
Oof. Oof.
No!
Ow. Alright, yeah, this is time where we engage with Marth to do a Lodestar Rush. Yeah, you should just engage with Marth when you can, because the thing is, though, that after this chapter, or after this part, your engagement drops to 0 anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But it's good, because you get an Emblem energy.
Emblem engage!
Emblem engage!
Engage.
Oh wait, do we actually not know? Oh, we don't actually, okay.
My prayers are with me.
My prayers are with you. And Marth's now level 2, Sword Agility. Oh god, this skill. Avoid plus 10 at the cost of minus 10 crit. Like, what? That's so bad.
Queen Lumera, I don't want to attack you. Oh, I feel dizzy.
Sharpen your focus, Clan, lest you miss.
We ain't gonna miss.
I'm so sorry.
Let me experience. I should have given this kill to Roxy. I should have attacked the 10 person
Fantastic
and used
work.
Roxy.
You fought together splendidly. Let's move on. Wait over there a moment.
Alright, and now it's time for part 2 of this chapter, which, oh god. dude.
Ooh.
All right. If everyone is in position, we'll begin. This time, I will be more hands-on. I intend to fight as if in an actual battle.
Speaking of which, even if you lose units in this chapter, they don't die. Like, they're gonna come back.
Yeah, they come
Furthermore,
back.
I'll be using this.
Ooh.
I love that
the ring of
design.
the Holy Knight?
Indeed it is. I'm inviting an old friend to join us.
Oh, I know. I just got done using him in our last
I
picture.
can't wait, bro.
Here comes the music. Oh my god, I love his music. It's so good.
It's so good.
Base.
Base.
I am Sigurd. If you require strength and swiftness, I am all too happy to oblige.
Emblem
Yes,
Sigurd.
Grant George.
He looks like a strong opponent.
Each emblem has their own abilities. When allied with them, you can call upon their unique powers and skills.
Whatever Sigurd's power is, it won't be the same as Marth's.
Oh, yeah.
Better keep
it
our
is,
eyes open.
Yeah, no. I love Grant George. Cannot wait for an FE4 remake.
My rapier is effective against
can.
cavalry, like those enemies over there.
It'll be worth
Once
It'll be
you
I
worth
do
can.
this,
it. It'll
you
be
can
worth
use
it.
my weapon. Try it against that foe.
Do it for Grant George, man.
Oh god. So yeah, so these emblem energy tiles, when you have a unit with an emblem that's like not when their engaged mirror is like empty, it'll completely refill them. I do like this concept, and I never don't, and I always feel like there's always an energy tile like nearby. Like never once I've ever gone to go cut the bush, just give me the damn tile already.
Right.
So yeah, here's Lumera. She had wait,
Max
she has
bond.
a bond with Sigurd and Max. I didn't know that.
It's got Max Bond.
And yeah, so you get Canter from Sigurd, where basically it's Canto in a way, and you get Gallop, which increases your move by 5, and it's +1 with dragons. I always thought that was weird. She has a max bond with Sigurd, but she only has the Rider's Band, not the Tearfing or the Brave Lance, which I think it's understandable why, because then Clan would probably be doing like no damage to her, and your units would probably get like wrecked.
Yeah, because she would just
Decimate.
crack out the brave lance and kill you.
Yeah. Or the Rider's Bane. Like the Rider's Bane, you do have to be careful of because it won't kill Vander on this map, but it will he'll go down to 10 HP. And then the other enemies can just finish him off.
Oh, thank goodness.
And I do believe this archer and lance user will start
My dragon
moving.
looked at me!
No.
We knew it had to come at some point.
Oh my god.
Okay, yeah. So do be careful though, because when you are in Lumera's range, even though it's not factored in, she'll just literally emblem engage with Sigurd and just charge you. Like even though it's not showing here, it's super scary.
She'll mess you up.
Yeah. I love the sound of fabrications and the corrupted go. Like
I know. I love it when they do the high pitched squeal.
I love it when you kill them. They go like you're bad.
Yeah. My dad gets really angry. He's like, "Why are those people making those noises?" And I'm like, "Dad, they're monsters, you know." And he never understands it. He goes, again with those people that just screech and scream, and I'm like, Dad, they're like zombies.
Okay, he's going. Hey, nice. Chain guard coming through. Yeah, the chain guard and like body shield only come into play when the enemy actually will like hit you, which I do like. It's not like waste.
I like that too. Yeah.
All right, nice. We can break this guy, and then we can have here just put the Alright. No, not yet. Crimson Shield.
I am guided by the emblems.
Alright, so I do think... Okay, so I'm not going to calculate this. I do think that if you go here, then that's where Lumera will attack you from. So I'm going to use Vander to pull her. So I'm just going to get everyone into position. Because I do remember this chapter very vividly. Because this girl, like, if you're not careful, she will mess you up.
She'll mess you up.
Yeah, like Vander, like, you have to be very careful with him. Even on hard mode, like, he can die on this map to, like, Lumera if you're not careful. So I'm pretty sure it's the next tile. Yep, okay. It's so stupid, though, because, like, you're gonna be... I think she'll be in the thicket from here. Though she will canter out of the thicket. Alright, here we go. I'm pretty sure she will move from here. Yep, I was right.
Your teamwork is inspiring. Now it's time for us to make our move. Come, Sigurd.
Jesus Christ.
Queen Lumera, please forgive me for standing against you.
Vander, you are my child's knight. You must fill that role as best you can.
I will say, though, I love Lumera's design engage with Sigurd. It's so pretty.
Attack me with all your might.
Yeah, as you can see... Ah. Oh my god, he actually hit.
Oh, he hit?
Wow.
That was incredible.
Are you kidding me?
Lord Sigurd is remarkably swift. Perhaps we should be grateful this is a mock battle.
I love how Sigurd's engage gives you purple hair.
Really? I always thought that was like light blonde or like something like that. Yeah,
You thought it was what?
like light blonde.
No, bro, that's like pink purple.
Yeah, pinkish purple, I feel. But look at
Yeah.
Lumera's like movement. Oh my
I
god,
love
12
her.
move. That's insane.
She looks so pretty.
Yeah, she looks so like regal and gown. Like I wish this was actually her like regular design.
It would be super cool.
So I'm pretty sure that Roxy can just like low star rush
Lend me
and
your
just finish her off. Yeah, even though even if you're engaged with Sigurd, you're not gonna do effective damage against. Even if she had like, yeah, as you can see. Though I do think yeah, with Clan you can actually weaken her and yeah, then we can, as long as he hits this.
I would be pissed if he missed, though.
Yeah, I should probably actually explain. So, how the RNG in this game is that it's hybrid. If you're above 50% hit, it's 2 RNN, but if it's below 50%, it's gonna roll like 1 RNN.
I am saved.
It's so stupid. They did this in Fates and they brought it back again here, which if you see a low percent hits miss or high percent chances like miss as well, well you're gonna see that's your reason why, because of the hybrid system. I just would say
yeah, you know how genealogy has single RN.
Yeah.
So shit just hits ya. Yeah.
Welcome back. It's gonna be there if you're
Welcome
below
back.
50% HP or 50% health.
This is certainly more of a challenge.
Your enemies will not hold
I'm actually
back,
really glad
and
Vander hit that
neither will
50%.
I.
Because if he
That
didn't,
is
I
why
wouldn't have been
you
able to kill her
must
this way.
defeat me. What a delight it is to see you in battle after all these years.
Fate has brought us here.
Alright, bye mom.
So sorry.
I don't know if it was just me.
You've won. I'm proud to see you working together
As
so
soon
well.
as I saw Lumera, I was like, oh, she's dead.
Yeah, oh my god, like it's so
I was like, oh,
obvious.
she's so good at I was like, she gives me Makoto vibes. Like, she's so gonna die.
All break defenses. Here we go.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's basically divine speed, but you don't have to be engaged. Alright, so now, alright, so chapter 3 from there on, that's when we're going to start, I'm guessing, the MVP. So actually, let me get my chart out. Yes, I have a chart ready for this.
Look, I have spreadsheets, so I can't judge anyone.
Yeah, where's my pen? I know I have it around here somewhere.
Well fought, everyone. You bested Sigurd and me. That's quite the feat. There is much to improve upon, but this is a wonderful start. Great work.
Thank you.
I can't believe we had to fight against Queen Lumera.
Yeah, well, I can't believe we won.
I
Though
can.
you have only just awoken, your power seems to be growing already, Divine One.
I'd like for you to have this.
Oh, the Fire Emblem? Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh,
This is the
wait,
sword
no.
you were using, isn't it?
Yes. An ancient blade that can be wielded only by divine dragons. It served me well
Yeah, I
for
know.
many
It's so
years,
stupid.
but now it is yours.
I was just always just locked to
Consider
you,
it a
not
prize
locked to
for
the
your
Divine
victory
Dragon
today.
class.
Right.
Thank
I
you.
wish it was like that too.
Someday I'll prove that I'm worthy of this sword.
You
I have
immediately
no
use it in the
doubt.
next chapter.
Please, take this as well.
Is this another emblem ring?
No, it is.
Can you
Purely
imagine if you literally
ornamental.
just got the Fire Emblem immediately as soon as you
Before
started
your
this game?
slumber,
Oh my god, that would be
I
so
made you a
broken.
promise.
What was it?
I said I'd give you a birthday present that suited you perfectly. I was working on it in private, but I was unable to finish it. in
Mom,
time.
you had 1,000 years to finish this birthday present. Don't give me that crap. Like, seriously. 1,000 years and
birthday
you
has
couldn't
long
finish a
since
birthday
passed.
present?
But I would quite like to give you this gift
No, it is
now.
the Fire Emblem.
I'm sorry.
Though,
I
I
can't
guess I
accept.
can have it.
Why
True.
not?
Accept
That ring fulfills a promise you made me, right?
Seriously though, the Fire Emblem
But
was a
I don't
birthday
remember
present. Like,
that promise.
thank
It'd feel
I thought this
wrong
was
accepting
bullshit
it.
from Alir. She's
Like
just like,
I
yeah,
was
no,
taking a
actually, I
present
don't
meant
want
for
it.
someone else.
Like,
Please
because you
offer me
don't
this
remember
gift
the
again
promise
once I've
that she made
remembered
to you.
everything.
Yeah, I
Like,
thought that was
hey, how
super
about
soon.
You say.
How about your mom giving you a
Did
pretty
facing me
pretty
in
ring?
that
Just take it while she's
recollections?
alive, girl.
It didn't.
And
I'm
plus, what I
sorry.
also thought was stupid
You
was that
need
she
not
accepts the
apologize.
sword, but not the ring.
It doesn't matter
Right.
what you can remember right now.
Because the sword
I
isn't a
hope that
birthday
one day
present.
You will think of me
It's so
as your
stupid.
mother, as you did 1,000 years ago. Forgive me. I was so thrilled to spend time with you again. I suppose I got a little carried away, didn't I?
No, it's all right.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot. Perhaps we should call it a day, hmm? But let's agree to chat again in the morning.
Yeah, sure thing.
What do you say? Pinky promise?
Stop with the pinky. I hate that so much.
All right.
Don't give me that pinky promise bullcrap.
No, I love pinky promises.
Seriously?
Yeah.
And then they do it in the goddamn scene where you know what's about to happen next. Like, what?
Okay, yeah, that I was like,
Please,
okay, yeah, now is
rescue.
not the time for a pinky promise.
Oh my god. I don't even know if I want to watch
Spectacular
that
as
scene.
ever.
Because
It takes so long.
so long. Like, can you die already? Like, I know I sound like a heartless bastard, but seriously, it goes on for so long. It's like
I
like
know.
the developers like intentionally were like, yeah, let's try this out as much as often. When you like drag a scene out where you're dying, like, oh my god, it's just like it devalues it. It devalues it. Like, I don't even think I'm being a dick saying that.
It does devalue it, where you're just sitting there like, okay, come on, lady. Like, did you forget that you're dying?
It's
You know?
It's like I'm still here. Like other death scenes, they're quick, but like in this game, they take so long.
Mm-hmm.
Like seriously, die already! I know what's about to happen.
Right.
Like, I'm sorry if I'm bitching, but like seriously, like when you guys see the scene, you're gonna understand why I bitched for so long. And I don't even know if I want to watch it.
I know, it's hard to watch.
Yeah, it's just like I literally am like just holding my hand to my face. I'm face palming, like, because it's just it's stupid. It's really stupid. I'm just making a cut here because I just want to like, yeah. I think
Yeah,
after
we're good.
I think after the Alfred chapter we'll end it there because I just want to like
Okay.
have access to the Somnia, even though we don't truly have access to it.
Right, all the facilities, yeah.
Yeah, we don't get that until like after chapter 6, I think, or 5.
Yeah, it takes a while.
Mm-hmm.